All right, guys, we're back. Obviously, we are Life in Stereo. I am Poppahack. This is my main man, Payday on the beat, Bob. This is the kitty cat Meek. He's tucked in behind me. Mimi. There he is.
Episode 30.
Episode
Special
30.
appearance from the cat.
From the cat. Holy crap. Episode 30, man. Thank you, everybody, for being here along on our weird journey.
To excellence. The journey to excellence.
Yes, there we go. You know, we got a 100 episode commitment. And yeah, we're episode 30. We are just moving right along. All right, Bobo, what do you want to talk about today?
We got some life hacks.
No.
There's going to be
I've told you about
tips,
these life
some tricks, some things that we've done or some things that we would like to do.
I've told you about these life hacks before. And I've had never, ever seen one life hack where I was like, oh, I'm going to do that. So I always say
all the time. I'm the opposite.
Life hacks are useless to me.
Especially like construction videos, like, you know, how to tie certain knots, how to get off like bolts and stuff. We're not doing that with the little short videos, more of a conversation, you know.
All right.
Start off, first thing I'll think of. Have you ever been woken up from somebody else's alarm, like on their phone?
Yes.
You're there, it just keeps going off. They snooze it, and 5 minutes later, now you're awake. They keep snoozing it. Okay.
Yes.
So you can shut that off if you just call their phone. So if it's like your girlfriend's next to you, her alarm just keeps going off, like the snooze. If you call it, it'll shut it off.
Yeah, well, it'll shut it off while you're calling, and then when you
the phone, it won't keep going. Back. Nope. Because it'll cut it off, and then because they can't push like snooze, it just cuts it off. It's a life hack number one.
Like, that's for like 2 seconds, and then
it won't go on. Now, I'm not saying if they have multiple alarms. I'm saying if like they have the one alarm that just keeps going off, they keep snoozing and snoozing.
I don't know if that's true or not. That could be useful, but somebody out there try it and let us know if that actually works. Because I don't know. I don't know. But it is really annoying when other people's alarms go off, and like Tyler's alarm, she used to not no more. She's not that bad anymore, but like, because she has a new job and everything. But at her old job, she would literally, like, I'm not joking, she would have like freaking like 5 to like 7 alarms set, and she would snooze every one. And like, so she would snooze one, and that one would be snoozed for say 10 minutes. But then another alarm is going off 2 minutes later. So then she would snooze that one. And it was just like, I'm like, yo, like, you don't hear these? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, wake up. That's what that means. That's what that's theirs for.
Yeah. People use the alarm clocks, especially since you can set like multiple in like every 5 or 10 minute intervals. Like, people don't wake up the same that they used to. Like, I remember back in the day, like I was coming home from work. I was meeting up with some girl. I was like, yeah, just let me nod off for like a half hour. So I set my alarm. She came over early. She was just sitting there, you know, waiting for me to wake up. But I snoozed my alarm. She decided to call my phone. And like, I woke up, I looked at my phone, her name popped up, and she was sitting right next to me. I was like, why are you calling me? Like, because I'm a little cranky, like, when I wake up. So I actually ended up throwing my phone and smashing it. Like,
I wish right now you could tell me what girl that was, because it would be just hilarious to me. But believe me, I know you're cranky. I know.
Yeah.
That's actually good. That's actually really funny. No, I never, I don't know. I've only, like, on days when I take my sons to school before work, I have an alarm that I wake up an hour earlier than I do for work. But I only have one alarm set. But like, technically that day I have 2, because I still have my regular alarm set. Because when that alarm goes off, I know I got to get the hell out the house with the kids. They have 10 minutes to get to school.
Yeah.
So
I noticed
use that alarm.
Yeah, my like sleeping schedule like got so bad with the multiple alarms. Now I have 2. One's like my everyday alarm. The second one's like if I'm cooking a pizza, or like I use it as a timer.
Okay, yeah.
Instead of like using the timer function, I just set the alarm to go off.
Set the alarm on your phone. Yeah.
So another thing I started to do, another life hack that took me a while to get used to, but then now it's just a habit. So like if you look at like, usually like women have like their background on their phone of like a picture of their kids, a picture of them and their boyfriend.
Yeah.
Now like even my desktop wallpaper. Now everything is something that I want to learn or like a goal that I have. Like I usually have like a anime background of some girl with some huge boobs. Like that's usually my backgrounds. But now, people like you can put like a new language, like, the little English version and then what it looks like in like Spanish. You can put like the periodic table, like something like that will teach you or help you accomplish your goals. Now, maybe a picture of your kids is motivation enough, but it's not teaching you.
Funny enough, I could adjust my camera up. So back here, you can see my bulletin board.
Yeah.
And it's covered in like I got a couple pictures up there. I got like stuff my daughter made me at daycare and in school for Father's Day and all that crap over the years. But up just slightly higher above all that is actually my band from being in jail. And
your bracelet.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I look at that so much because I have to come in this room every day when I like wake up, like, cause I leave stuff in here. Like I charge my watch in here and stuff. And like my beard brushes in here and all that. So I have to come in this room. And plus I spend a lot of time in this room. So I will look at that and that motivates me to get the fuck up and get out of the house and go to work. Like you do not want to go to jail. Like, no, like that is like my number one, like, motivation. That and like my kids obviously, but like I have a picture of Freya in my truck that's like I just slid it right down in my dashboard and I see that every day. And I'll be in traffic and I'll like be yelling out the window, like calling someone a fucking idiot and whatever else. And then like I just look at my daughter's picture, I'm like damn it, I'm like, why'd I just scream and yell like that? So like that, my bracelet, and then just that specific picture of Freya like gives me like just enough motivation to like relax, calm down, and like I don't have to be so, I don't want to say like violent because I'm not violent, but like I'm screaming and yelling and like I'm like, oh, you know what, I don't need to yell because like if I yell too much they might yell back, we might eventually end up fighting, and then I might end up in jail. So like I just look at Freya's picture and I'm like, all right, I'm cool and calm, sorry for saying that, I apologize, and like that's it. Like those are my motivation things like that. Like I look at, like I have a picture of Freya on the background of my phone and I look at that, or the screensaver on my phone. I actually don't even know what is my background. Like the screensaver is definitely Freya. Look at it real quick. And my background is, I don't know, some planet. I don't know. I don't even know when that got set. I have no idea, but it's been like that forever. But I have a picture of Freya from when she was like probably 3 weeks old, 4 weeks old, maybe. I don't even, maybe a little older. I don't know. But every time Freya looks at my phone, that's baby Freya. I'm like, yes, that is you.
So baby Freya, I'm sure you've ordered things for her from Amazon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty.
So another life hack is Amazon is free to anyone with a .edu email. So anyone that you know, like, because back in the day, I used to share accounts. I used to be like, hey, let me get your Netflix password. I'll give you my Hulu password, all that stuff, sharing accounts. But if you can create a .edu email, you can get free Amazon Prime. Now, you don't have to be enrolled in the college like full time. You just need to get to the point where you have an online account with the email.
Oh, that's pretty wild.
So I still have a college email, even though I'm not taking classes, but I can still like log into my account.
Damn, I did. I've never
free Amazon Prime.
That's cool. That's like a cool thing that Prime does. Then like that's
you get the free 2-day shipping. Like they always like the Prime delivery. You can still watch the movies.
I pay for Prime, but like that's also like a cool thing to like know, like especially for any college kids out there that's listening to this, or anybody who like can't afford Prime or whatever. Like, got that email, use it if it works. Like that's actually really cool because that's like a cool concept. That'd be like, imagine
you got the free Kindle books and stuff.
I know Comcast does. If you have a kid in school, you have to prove that your child is in school, elementary school, middle school, kindergarten, whatever, high school, doesn't matter. You can get free internet in your house. It's like
it's free.
Yeah, it's like crappy internet, but like it's basically just for web browsing. Like you can't even you can barely run Netflix on it. Like
you can't stream.
You can't play games on it. You can't do nothing, but it's free. Like for educational purposes.
Yeah, check your email, cool. Send in your homework.
Yeah, stuff like that, which is really cool. And I don't know if that started before COVID or if that started like during, after, whatever. I just know that is a thing. Like it's part of their Comcast Cares package and all that crap.
Okay.
All right, come on. Let's hear some more of these life hacks.
Well, because I'm thinking about like all these streaming platforms now. So like one thing that I recommend is I don't think like school should be fun, but I think it shouldn't be boring. It should be entertaining. Like, you know what I mean? You got to like capture the attention of kids.
No, yeah.
So like as far as like reading and stuff. So like my life hack is to always have the subtitles on. Like, cause I watch a lot of, like I watch a lot of anime, so a lot of it's in like a different language. So like I find myself now if I watch like TV somewhere and there's no subtitles, like it drives me nuts. But like at first it was like in the way and I couldn't stand it.
So, yeah, you got so used to it. When I'm watching anime, I prefer dubs over subs over dubs any day, like any day. And if somebody actually doesn't, the only reason why they say that they prefer dubs over subs is because they have a hard time reading fast.
Oh, yeah. You get used to it, though.
Yeah, you do. You catch on so fast. You know what's actually really funny is like watching a lot of different animes, especially subtitled ones. That's what we're talking about. Subtitles are dubs is dubbed over in English, for those of you who don't know. But watching a lot of animes, the ones that are in obviously different languages and all that, like I'll catch myself singing their songs, like the beginning intros, and they're in a different language, whether it's most of it's Japanese, but like, and then I'm sitting there like, oh wait, like I know this song, and like I'll just be sitting there singing it, and like it's just funny because like you think about it, like that's a form of learning Japanese. Like I mean, obviously I don't know enough Japanese to be comfortable speaking with somebody, but the other day actually on TikTok, I was scrolling through. Me and Freya were sitting there. We were watching what are we watching? I can't remember. Some animals, some stupid animals. I don't. The video was literally titled "Stupid Animals." Like I can't remember what it was. It was just like animals doing dumb stuff, like rolling down hills and stuff like that. Somehow we're like scrolling through though, and it's because I got a bunch of like the little learn this language and on the pages like follow. There was a woman singing the Japanese alphabet. And it was like real catchy, and it was basically just like in 4 words at a time, like or 4 letters at a time. But it was only like 4. I want to say it was like 12 letters or something, 12 or 16, something crazy like that. But Freya was repeating it because like she caught on to the song.
Oh yeah,
like that's how I was able to learn. I guess this is a life hack for me from when I was in high school. Is if I had music playing while I'm studying, I could remember what I was studying easy because I would think of the song and I would know the song lyrics. So I could sing song lyrics, but I would remember what I was studying or reading at that time. Like, I might not be able to memorize that stuff, but I already know that song. So it was just easy for me to correlate those two together and be able to like recognize it as I'm singing the song in my head. And I remember this from reading in the book and I knew stuff.
Yeah, I remember like when I was in the community college thing, like some people would like listen to music, but it wasn't like, you know, music on the radio. Some would listen to like instrumentals, or at least this is how I took it. There's like a certain kind of music. Every time I hear music, when I'm trying to like study, you know what I do? I go and make a beat. Like I bring out my keyboard, I'm making a beat, like working on a new hit. Like, yeah, it didn't do it for me.
That's actually funny. So I don't know how I have Kelter, my buddy Kelter, when we game together, he's always listening to music the whole entire time. And like we're playing like competitive games in it, and like I'm like, bro, I need to hear the stuff, the sound effects that are going on in the game. Like I know specific sounds of like, especially in Smite, like I know the sound of that Loki makes when he goes invisible. So I know when I hear that sound that he's invisible. He's somewhere near me because I could hear him, but he's invisible. And then like I also know the sound of specific ults. So like if someone doesn't call out like, hey, he used his ult, I know that someone just used it. Or I hear someone blink on me. I heard the blink sound. So like I can't use music playing video games. I know a lot of people love it. I just can't do it.
Back in the day when you're in the lobby and you know it's like 5-on-5, 6-on-6, and some jackass just comes in and it's just blasting music. Like why do they do that? Yeah. Is it just to be obnoxious?
Most of the time, it's because they're using a shitty camera microphone.
Oh, and it's picking it up.
And it's picking it up, and it's stupid as hell. So, like, 90% of the time I would just either auto mute them, or you just say, back then you could say Xbox off and their Xbox would shut off. Because funny. Like it would pick up coming out of the camera, and a lot of them had like the kinetic, so like it would be the camera microphone was always on and always listening. So like you don't have to have a controller back then. You could just be like Xbox on and it would turn on.
Oh, and you can control the whole Xbox, thing. Like, I'm PlayStation.
Yeah. PlayStation has that feature too, but no one has it on because no one uses camera mics, because camera mics are just cheap and annoying and stupid.
Yeah.
Like, get a headset. That's all. Get a headset. All right, come on. Let's hear some more of these life hacks.
So, it's almost summertime, so I'm doing some spring cleaning. You know what I mean?
All right.
So, and a lot of things like, and especially like, and I think women do this more than like men do. Like, you ever see a girl try to get ready and then she's like looking through her dresser, she's throwing things on the floor, like can't find anything, goes to the closet, just looking through everything. Like, they have so much stuff, but they have nothing to wear. Like, that drives me nuts. Like, it drives me nuts. So now I have this new thing that I do where I put all of my hangers backwards. And if I wear something, I'll flip the hanger the right way. You know what I mean? And after a few months, like, if things are still backwards, like, that's where, like, my giveaway pile. Like, I recently got rid of, like, sometimes I'll see a shirt, and I you might be the same as me. Like, do you have work shirts? Like old t-shirts, now it's a work shirt. Yeah. So, like, now it's a work shirt.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing it out, like, because I spend so much time looking at the same stuff.
Yeah, over and over. It's
not benefiting me in any way.
All right,
but I lost like the sentimental value on certain things. Now it's a work shirt, whatever.
So you said the forward and backwards. When you're looking at the hook that it's going to be on, okay? So you got the hook.
Yeah.
Here's your hook.
Pac-Man. If it was a Pac-Man, he's going to the wall.
The hook's to the wall. That's the right way to me. I don't ever have the hook this way because that's weird. Like behind it.
Really?
Yeah, I have the hook on the hook in front of me.
Well,
how do you do it?
So back in the day, my left side, they would be hook facing the wall, but the right side would be hook facing me.
Why?
It's because, like, the way you grab it off, like, if you have it on a bar, like, my left hand, like, pulls towards me. Left hand pulls, like, the same way, but it's backwards. I don't know. It's weird. It was like an OCD thing. I don't know.
Right, so which way
code like everything as well?
You said you switched the hook after a while and you throw them away. So which way is the way that you wear the clothes often, and which way is the way you don't wear them often?
The opening facing me means it's good. If we're face to face, we're good. If they still got their back turned to me, they're useless.
So yeah, all of my hooks are back turned. I like them backs turned.
Opening to the wall.
Yeah. Because I just feel like I can just toss it on and I can just grab them and go, like, just grab them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have to. I can't do that disorganized. That's one thing I can't be disorganized about is, like, I have specific clothes that I hang up, and then I have shirts that I don't care about, and they're just in a pile. They might be folded, they might not be, or they were folded at one time, and I just tossed them around.
Do you keep like the light colors together? I have
but not all the time.
Yeah, I do. I have the long sleeve shirts. Like, I'll start like darkest to lightest. Then I have like my short sleeve polo shirts, and then I'll have like t-shirts. Then I have hoodies, and then I'll have like winter coats and like a suit, like all on the right side. Exact order.
And my long sleeve ones are always on the right hand side because even during the winter when it's cold, I don't like wearing long sleeves anyways. Mm-hmm. So I very rarely will wear them.
Yeah, see, you got to get rid of them or rip the sleeves off. Now you got a work shirt.
A lot of them, it's funny you say that because a lot of them, I don't rip the whole sleeve off, but I'll cut it to make it like a 3/4 sleeve.
Yeah.
That way I can just wear that at work if I'm working outside and I don't want to wear a hoodie or I don't want to wear a jacket or whatever. But yeah, this winter, man, I wore my bibbies a lot at work. Like, those suckers kept me so warm.
What are they, like coveralls?
Yeah, just the big overalls, man. Those suckers kept me warm, man. Like, I used to swear on them. I'm like, those are so stupid. I'm never gonna get a pair. Yeah, right. I love those damn things.
Yeah, dude, I remember working outside when it was like -10, feeling like I was gonna faint. I actually like took a knee because I felt like I couldn't breathe the air.
It's so cold, yeah.
if it's really cold outside, I'll make sure I have like a glove or I'll wear a face mask. But like after like someone told me like, oh, wear these little coveralls. I guess they're like the bibby things. Like if your chest is warm, you're pretty much your whole body will stay a lot warmer.
See, I mean that could be true. I don't know if my feet get cold.
Yeah. If like my feet get wet, like if it's raining outside, like
I'm fucked. I'm useless. If my feet get cold or my feet get wet, I'm miserable. Like I'm just I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to be there any longer. I don't want to do none of that crap. It shit drives me fucking crazy.
All right. Well, so the next thing I was thinking of is, and I'll ask it in the form of a question to pick at your brain.
All right, let's hear it.
What things on a daily basis, I will say, would be productive, enhance the quality of your life? You know, you think it's positive that can be accomplished in around 2 minutes?
What thing?
Yeah, like on a daily basis. Yeah, what things? Because my thing is, as
there's a lot of things. There's a couple things that I could think of right now that I could be 2 minutes or under that would make my day real productive.
Yeah, so like, you know, this is for like productivity throughout the day. You know, anything
motivation
that takes about increased motivation, like whatever. Anything that takes around 2 minutes or less to accomplish, do it. Should be done. Like send that email, text message, upload the short. Like if you're trying to make content, spend that 2 minutes, upload it. You know, don't let the little things pile up.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I could think of that would make me motivated more, and like first thing in the morning and all that stuff. But I mean, you know, that's
for relationships. Hey, if it's in the morning and only going to take 2 minutes, do it.
Hey, head in the morning, man. That always makes the day better. That always makes the day better. Early morning blowjob always starts every man's day off right. And if they fucking say they don't want head first thing in the morning, they're lying. They're lying. Every guy does.
Or it's not a man.
Could be that too. I mean, no, but like on a real note, something that I could do that would motivate me more. I don't even know, man. Like, well, I don't know why. What were you thinking?
Oh, I had like, you know, like vacuuming, like small task. Like don't let things accumulate.
Oh, you mean get it out? Like get it out the way?
Yeah, anything that's 2 minutes or less, knock it out, get it out of the way. Don't procrastinate.
Get it out the way. Get it. Yeah, those aren't bad. Yeah, get them out the way. Those little small tasks, because those small tasks will eventually, at the end of the day, when you have 10 small tasks still to do that only take 2 minutes each, you're like, I don't want to do this. Like,
I'm not I've had so many people say like, oh, I'm too busy. I got this, and this, and they're all small tasks. Like people don't do things just so they have something to complain about. Like if someone's like, oh, I have so much going on, be like, well, you kind of aren't doing anything to not have that going on.
There's this dude. I work with this guy, and he's cool as hell. Super, super cool. He's like, he'll give you the shirt off your back when you need it, helps you out with everything and all that. But like, he's one of those guys, like you just said. He says, like, I got so much to do, but you've been sitting here at the lunchroom table while us five are eating lunch. You've been sitting here the whole time, not eating, just saying you got so much to do,
but not doing anything. Yeah.
When somebody calls him on the bullshit, like, well, why don't you go do it now? You've been sitting here for 20 minutes. Then he's like, well, I'm about to eat lunch. Like, you just sat here for the last 25 minutes and didn't even one time think about eating lunch. When all of us are sitting here eating lunch, all you did is complain that you have so much to do, but you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
Like, that type of stuff drives me crazy. Like, if you're not even, this isn't like work related, this part, but if you're going to complain about your life or your situation, or if you're going to complain about your job, okay? Mm-hmm. Bob, if you come to me and you're like, you know, work sucked today and I wish we should have did this instead of doing that, and you're like bitching and complaining to me, I will say, go tell your boss.
Yeah. Yeah. People do that. Like,
go tell who's in charge. Tell them, because I don't want to hear about you bitching about your job, because my solution most of the time will solve your problem, but people don't want to hear that.
Yeah, they'll get mad at you for not listening.
Yeah.
Like, but they're clearly telling the wrong person.
Like, I'll listen to you. I have no problem listening, but like, I'm just saying, like, I can only listen to one person bitch and complain so much before I'm like, well, maybe you are the problem because you're not talking to the boss about the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I feel like you're more of a problem than a solution. Like, I don't know, stuff like that gets on my nerves. Like, especially at my job, people will complain about other employees or like doing something and like, oh, well, this person's not doing it. You don't know what every person's doing. You don't know what they're doing. Like all the stuff they do all day. Like today, the one dude, at the very end of the day, I was like, damn, I'm so tired. Like, and my boss, one of my boss, he told me like, hey, you can leave if you want. And I was kind of just like sitting around. Like I was literally just tired. Like I was just like kind of exhausted. I'm just like sitting there. I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. Thanks. Appreciate it. Cause it was like, it was an hour earlier. So I'm just like sitting there and I'm like, man, like, and then he leaves and then another one of our bosses come over and like 10 minutes later, that boss is like, hey, I need you to run up and go do this. And I'm just like, shit, I had my chance to leave and now I'm stuck going to do this. So I had to drive somewhere. And because all the red lights were out, it took an extra 20 minutes and I get in there. And it was literally a 10-second problem that could have waited till tomorrow, but the resident made it out to be more than what it was. Yeah. And I fixed the problem and walked out. And then I sat in traffic for another 15 minutes to get out of there. Like it was real annoying. Like, but like, yeah, you can't complain about an issue when like, just go tell your boss if you're having problems.
Yeah.
Talk to them. Your boss might not.
A lot of people like do their daily lives. Like keeping an issue around instead of taking care of it. Like if people solve problems, they wouldn't like some people, they wouldn't know what to talk about. But most of the time people are complaining or talking about someone else, like complaining about someone else.
Yeah, that is 100% true because that's exactly how it is with almost every single person I talk to on a daily basis where I'm like, hey, what's up? What's going on? This mother effer and can you believe this bitch did this and blah 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 and like look, my brother's so stupid he said this and my uncle's bitching and complaining about that and you're just like all right yeah like if you want to vent to me I'm okay for that but just like don't give me a pop quiz on it because I'm going to drift off and ignore you but I'll let you vent and complain to me like I'll let you do all that I can be your listening ear man but don't get mad if you ask my opinion for something and I like give you an answer like back. Yeah.
So we're short on time now, so we'll close this off by the last little life hack. This is something that I've never done, but maybe you have. And so I'm going to make this what to do and what not to do. So I'll go with what not to do. This is based on like technology. Everyone's walking around with the phones in their hand or some kind of like, earbuds and all that. It's if you get water on your electronic device, have you ever put it in rice?
Yeah, I have before, yes.
Does it work?
Yes. It does absorb it, but it leaves your phone with like this weird film, but it only works for so long. Like it will now, like if it was like submerged in water and everything, especially older phones. Yeah, like and you can't turn it on and you want to wait to dry it out. A lot of times it's better to just stand your phone straight up. Like, so you're, wherever you plug it in at to charge it, your charging port is facing down.
Yeah.
So all the water runs out that way. But I actually found, cause my phone got wet at work. It was in my speaker and in my charger port. And like my phone, pops up on the screen, water detected, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. I've had that too. Like moisture detected.
There's YouTube videos that you can type in water in speaker or remove water from phone speakers. And you click and play the video and it's just the frequency so high pitched that like to a point you can hear it in the beginning, but then you can't hear it. And it'll go for like the movie's like, I don't know, maybe an hour-ish, the video. But it happened to me twice and I'd done that. Worked completely fine after that, dude.
So the only thing that I've done that I do not recommend is like one time I thought my phone was overheating. It kept shutting off and saying like too hot.
Please don't tell me you put it in a fridge or a freezer.
I put it in the freezer.
No,
just to cool it down. Like I figured it was cold, but I don't know if it like froze like completely, but it didn't work for like 3 hours, and then like after it like became like room temperature, it turned back on.
Damn, dude. I know you can. I know on iPhones that was the first phone I seen it happen on. But I know on Androids it does it also. Now, if your phone is too hot, it'll say like it's too hot. Take to a cold area or a shaded area. And if it's too cold, it'll say it says something along the lines of like operating system is below freezing point or something weird like that. And it's just like, like, I don't know. But all right. So I have to admit this life hacks episode was good. It wasn't
Get you thinking.
bad. It definitely got me thinking. I thought it was going to be a lot more like common sense stuff. So like, I did like it. I apologize, Bob. It was a good episode. I want to tell everybody to tune in and turn up because life is better in stereo. We'll see you guys later.